Hello guys, and thank you for joining us on a special Monday occasion. I was under the impression this match was happening on Thursday, so we will be catching one of the two games. Well, maybe for the good sake of it, because Eversio did not win the first game. So maybe we can catch the return on investment here. You might be seeing some familiar faces, but they are new to the Eversio lineup, at least for UKAL. We have Nano Attack in mid lane, and the highlight of tonight, in my opinion, especially for fans of the Maltese scene, we have Mr. Hido himself playing in the bot lane. Now, it's not to say he's in prime condition, but don't you worry, he will show you that he still got it, and he's still gonna show a good showcase here for you. But the draft will start soon. Just wanted to introduce a bit of what's going on. You see both sides here thinking about the draft and when to start it, so we should have that going soon. How are you all doing? How's Monday treating you? I hope you had a nice dinner already, and just before you go into bed, you get to see Eversio win, bring one home for the Maltese team. So let's see here. I'm really looking forward to see what did they change the draft? They changed the draft, it seems. Okay. Well, that's not on me. So yeah, apparently they were drafting, and here it is. So keep in mind, this is not fearless draft, so there's no need to follow any of the last bans. We see here Ivern, Echo, very jungle focused bans here on Eversio side. Might even get something like the Diana. I know that when Hido plays, he really wants resources towards him, he really wants to be protected, and in turn he will do his best to carry his team forward. So perhaps the Echo ban here is not only just for choice, but because the champion could be very dangerous in the right hands. Let's see our first pick for Rich Gang. Keep in mind the Eversio took red side here on this match, so they won that counter pick. Rich Gang are thinking about the Shen, and it gets locked in. Shen first pick. We should see Eversio answer here. It's a lot of ways you could answer Shen. Rumble, Ambessa, Darius, Camille. Well, no, not really Camille. I'm trolling. Potentially some range stops like Nar as well could potentially do it, but let's see. Not really Iglos champions. We might see him on the Ornn today with Mr. Hido locking in the Jinx, a late game scaler here. Jinx has been sort of slowly creeping away from the meta, as there is some AD carries here outperforming at the moment. Yunara being one of them, kind of like a Jinx, but a bit easier in lane, and spikes maybe a bit harder. Of course, the Jinx with resets is another story, but we'll look into it. Let's see how it goes here. We see Willamp, Nunu and Willamp here for Varsal. The Nunu pickup, a comfort pick for him. Very gank heavy, very able to snowball a lane if he needs to. Potentially mid lane, or even get the bundle pipes, giving attack speed to Hido. So let's see here. Ashe is the next consideration here for Rich Gang. Now Ashe can really punish Jinx, especially if she is paired with Braum. I think that is the best combination they could go for. However, against Nunu and Willamp, you kind of want the Soraka, you want these kind of champions like Morgana to deny the snowball. So let's see here what Rich Gang decide to pick up for the support. Or it could be a jungle as well. I mean, jungle is available. We could leave support for later in the draft. Let's see what they're thinking about. And it might just be that. It is gonna potentially be the Dr. Mundo here. It's gonna get locked in. Dr. Mundo jungle, very fast clear, very good objective control. Of course, Nuno has better objective control, objectively. But yeah, I mean, we have like the late game scaling Bruiser here and Dr. Mundo. Question is who's gonna deal damage to him. We already have like two of these high health scaling champions, Shen and Mundo, locked in here for Rich Gang. I wonder if Eversio go for the Gwen, go for the maybe Who else could we go for in top lane? Rumble as well comes to mind here. We see Aurora getting locked in by Nano attack. I mean, he doesn't stop talking about how much he hates this champion, but maybe he's more confident playing it against sort of the Shen, the Mundo, dealing a lot of max health damage and setting up Hido for the resets. A big AoE ultimate from Aurora could really lower everyone's health to get those resets going for the Jinx. Let's see here. I like the Silas ban from Eversio. Mid lane is still an option. I'd assume you'd want to consider something like the Syndra, something like the Mel as well as potential bans here against Aurora. Let's see what they see. Eversio. Support and top left to be chosen here. We see a Nivea getting banned. Wow. Okay, Mel is still in availability and it does really well into the Aurora. Let's see what Eversio choose to go for here. They have option to pick up a top lane here and keep the support role as surprise. It's more than likely going to be Shen in the top lane role. So let's see. You could go for the Ornn. If you're playing it safe, you could go for the Ambessa if you don't mind scaling. And there it is, getting locked in here now by Aiglos. He needs to give himself some time and space before he gets to his level 6 and he can start winning those trades. But otherwise, Shen will definitely do the work early game against this Ambessa. Shen really strong in lane actually early game. He tends to fall off after his first ultimate, you know. Not really having a combat ultimate does hold him back. So his other 3 abilities need to compensate and need to be strong in their isolation if they ever expected Shen to be a top laner. So they gave him really strong abilities with the Q, with the taunt and the W as well. See here, Syndra locked in against Aurora. Definitely a comfort pick. I mean, Syndra can just pretty much ignore Aurora. If Aurora tries to jump in, he can get the predicted stun. And Nano should know all about it. He'd place both Syndra and Aurora. So I would hope that he can find a way around the situation. So it will be Seraphine. Seraphine Ashe bot lane. Very dangerous for Jinx here. I would love to see something like the potential Soraka here from Iconic. But we're going for the Thresh. Okay, I mean, if you can grab Seraphine, it's also good, right? 2 low mobile bot lane here against the Nuno, against the Thresh. Dr. Mundo not really known for his counter gank, so definitely things to consider. Whereas you have this really strong lockdown bot lane, and they could definitely snowball Hido out of control. Rich Gang UK, they have more of like a long range poke comp going on with the Ashe, with the Dr. Mundo, Syndra, Seraphine. All these champions kind of gravitate towards that long range fantasy. So Eversio, if they can find a strong engage, they should be able to wipe Rich Gang UK in any team fight they take a participation in. Let's see here how long until the lobby gets started. We'll talk a bit about the individual matchups soon. Just seeing that the lobby gets going. Interesting to note here, the support player on Rich Gang EU has reached the Grandmaster role. Isn't that a treat? And all of their members except mid lane are in the Master tier. If you look at Eversio's side here, only Iconic is Master. Everyone else is Diamond, or Hido is supposedly unranked here. Riding the name. Definitely look out for Hido, guys. For those that only have heard legends of this player, you're about to witness greatness. Okay, maybe I'm hyping. I hope I'm not hyping him up too much, and then he gets some pressure. Alright guys, so they're all locking in their champions and we will have the spectator delay, so let's sit back, relax, talk a bit about these matchups. So let's start top to bot here. Shen versus Ambessa. I covered it a bit while we were picking Ambessa does scale better later on after 6, getting increased health damage on her abilities, healing as well, armor penetration, the works. So yeah, Ambessa needs that ultimate passive ability to really start cracking at Shen. Of course, if by somehow this Shen decides to Q and auto attack minions, and he doesn't have that ability, Aiglos should be finding easy trades and should be able to win the majority of them. So yeah, I mean, if Shen plays it correctly, he should be winning post 6 and then, sorry, pre 6 and then post 6 should be slowly starting to scale in Aiglos' favor, right? Ambessa also serves really great for engage here. Rich Gang UK have really low mobility champions, not a single dash except for Shen, and they're a poke comp, so engaging against them really strong, and Ambessa delivers on that. Especially if we see, like, for example, just Syndra being strong here, Ambessa's gonna do really a good job to single out that Syndra and try and get the one shot. Also, Ambessa does really well into the jungle matchup, so I really like picking Ambessa here, because it's you're kind of dealing with the jungle top combination. If they do decide to gank you, you're gonna heal more, you're gonna deal a ton of damage to them, and you're also going to be helping the Jinx getting her first reset in every team fight, right? So in my opinion, the only downside is that pre-6, and if Aiglos can just play to his strengths, he should be having a fun game for him, and the ability to potentially carry this one. Moving on to jungle, Dr. Mundo against Nunu. I think in usual context, Dr. Mundo is very good against tanks because you scale very well. They don't really bother you in the jungle. But I think Nunu is the exception, being he has very strong gank potential, a decent clear to himself as well. And well, to be frank, he can just walk into your jungle and eat your stuff, right? He has good dragon control as well, which is one of Mundo's win conditions. So he does deny that as well. A lot of good things here going for Eversio. Even their jungle matchup looks good. But of course, we could get to that point where the Dr. Mundo is very strong. But I find it hard for him to be able to hard carry this one. There's a lot of potential damage coming out of Eversio. Rich Gang have zero, absolutely nothing engage. They only have Seraphine ult if it hits. And the potential stun from Ashe or Syndra. Okay, I mean, they're decent engage. They could stack them up as well. I said 0 with a lot of emphasis, but I'm saying 0 because these are skill shots, right? This is no like Rel, Leona or type characters, right? That or Malphite, for example, can't really start a fight on guarantee. So if they don't have those abilities, I think Dr. Mundo will have a hard time running face first into Eversio's lineup. So he has to keep that range. And by all means, like, it shouldn't be that effective, I think. Going on to the mid lane matchups here, Syndra versus Aurora. I say it's Nano favored just because I think he should know what Syndra and Aurora do and who wins this matchup. I think Syndra has easy ways to hit the stun, that's all I have to say, and for sure Syndra outranges the Aurora, so this might actually be a hard time for Nano. Watch out mid lane, watch out Eversio. Lastly, in the bot lane, Seraphine Ashe against Thresh Jinx. I mean, this is just, can Iconic land the hooks? If yes, Eversio win. If not, they're in for a really hard time, especially level 1, 2, and 3. So let's see how it goes here. We're gonna hop into the game, guys. Wishing Eversio good luck. Let's see how it goes. Alright. There we go. Welcome to Summoner's Rift indeed. Let's just drop this a little bit. Azakana thinks it's an easy win for Eversio. I mean, on paper, I have to agree. Let's see here, Iconic and Hido. Starting off the battle strong here in the bot lane. Getting that lethal tempo. And Hido relying on that range advantage to get in a couple extra autos here against Tryhard Matthew. It's a bit of a shame we don't get to see game 1 and how this bot lane fared. We see Nano already engaging in trades here in the mid lane. A very trade-centered mid laner. Let's see here. Iglos. Oh my gosh, I was completely wrong about this jungle matchup. Take everything I said and throw it out the window. I'm not really sure what's going on here. It's actually Shen jungle and Mundo top. Very interesting. So yeah, Shen jungle will be good post 6. Just due to the counter gank ability for these Nunu ganks. Nunu ganks are strong, but they don't have a lot of damage. Iconic lands the hook onto Crane. Oh, but the double snare from Crane as a response forces Hido to cleanse. Perhaps not the greatest hook in that situation. We see Iglos finding an excellent trade here on the level up. Let's see, mid lane, a bit of an island. Oh, nice dodge there by Nano. Dodging out the slow. Here comes Varsal, there's the flash from Iconic. Oh, just barely missing the snowball, but the hook lands from Iconic. This should be an easy first blood. There it is, Hido picks it up. We also blew the Ash flash as well. That should be an easy regank here from Varsal. Interesting to note, he does skip his blue buff to get this gank through. When you have a carry like Hido on your team, you skip your caps to give him kills. Already up 3 CS in the bot lane. Oh really, we have some trouble though in the mid lane and top lane. As the Dr. Mundo is currently up 7 CS on Iglos, that's a full wave. And meanwhile in the mid lane, Sumi is up 10 CS. Oh no, what happened here? Varsal gets engaged on. As I Am Flawed gets the invade through and the blue buff is stolen away. This does set back Varsal quite a lot considering he lost one camp and a scuttle crab here. We see I Am Flawed's crossing across the map to get that scuttle crab. Oh no, I Am Flawed actually wants to take even more. He is currently on enemy raptors. And if he gets that, Varsal will be, in theory, 3 camps down. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Dr. Mundo ghosts here onto Iglos. Almost gets the solo play. Iglos forced to flash. Not looking all the best here in the start for Eversio, despite having the first kill onto Hido. I don't know how well this translates. Iglos with the level up timers. Perfectly played there. Gets away with a sliver of health. Dr. Mundo. I don't know what his name is. But you just got Iglos in the face. Well done, Iglos. A lot of people meme on the first blood culture that he has going on, but not today, sir. Oh, Iconic tries his luck with the hook. And now Tryhard Matthew is on the offense. He gets the slow off. Iconic could be in some trouble. Excellent traps placed by Hido. Slowing Tryhard Matthew, and this will disengage the play. It's just the level of difference here you'd come to expect from a player like Hido. Those traps saved Iconic's behind. We saw in the background there Varsal was looking at a potential attempt at a gank. But he needs to be careful here. He will be falling very low. I Am Flawed on the Shen will be hitting 6 on this next camp. So if Varsal ganks, that's a level 6 Shen that randomly appears in the lane. Iglos has that level 6. He should be able to take the trades now. He does not want to super all in this Dr. Mundo. The healing could be a bit much. Nano attack having a bit of trouble here in the mid lane. That Syndra matchup's a tough one. Shen is yet to hit 6. Oh no, Iconic picks up the kill sadly. Not being able to give it up to Mr. Hero. But it is a kill on the ADC to the least. So we do get that extra bit of pressure. Oh no, Sumi finds Nano. A gank attempt here by the mid laner. Oh, the next ball lands, the ult, the flash. Can he get the trade? No! Sumi lives with 5 health. That Syndra gets lucky as Nano almost finds the return play, which wouldn't have been that bad in the end. Now Sumi did burn flash and Nano has his own. So this could be an easy gank for Varsal to pick up. And meanwhile we see Dragon is started here by Rich Gang. And there's the Cloud Dragon for you. See here. The action is here, guys. So definitely don't tune out. This Shen is yet to recall, my gosh. He just starts channeling it now. And we see Eyegloss here. As soon as that level 6 came into connection, he gets a lot of damage in that trade. Similar to Nano here, taking a fair chunk from this Syndra. We see Varsal here setting up for the gank. He's coming mid. Sumi has no flash. He has the E though. The snowball lands! Can Nano get the damage? There's the Shen ult, a big shield. And the play is denied for Eversio. But we do get that Shen ult. I apologize. Was potentially there a Varsal gank. We had a bit of a microphone problem. Well done. We did get the kill in the end. So Sumi does fall. The objective control on the side of Rich Gang is strong. Just consider this is what we got for that first blood in the bot lane. And sadly it did snowball to this point. However, Eversio kind of sitting pretty here. 4 kills to 1, 1k gold up. A lot of things could go right for them. And we see Eyegloss here in a very dominating lead in the top lane. Oh, this could be trouble as Mundo has that ult, gets the increased healing and AD when low. And he finds Eyegloss, the damage is there. And down goes Eyegloss. It's so easy to see why Thresh is the pick here. 1Q lands and it's a kill for Hido. Continuing to snowball this bot lane, 30 CS up. Keep in mind he's doing this to a very high elo player, at least by most of our viewers' standards probably. Oh no, but they get baited here. Crane lands an amazing Seraphine ult. And here comes the teleport from mid lane for Nano. This might not be the best play. The kill goes to the Shen. At the very least, Shen not really that kind of solo carry champion, is he? Very interesting build there, prioritizing the belt first on the Shen. We've never really seen this build on Shen. Here comes Varsal with another gank. The flash is not available for the Ashe. It lands. There's the root. Here comes the Shen ult though. A lot of damage from Hido is out, but here comes the taunt. And Hido drops, and so does Tryhard Matthew. So far it's a 1-for-1. Can Eversio escape is the question. Here comes Nano. Iconic flashed away. He lands the hook. The Syndra ult used. It's enough to take down Iconic, but can Nano find some kills? The damage is just not here. Another kill for Rich Gank, and Varsal forced to flash out. The potential is there, but the plays are not. And Eversio are lacking that team play because of not really, you know, understanding how they all mesh together at the moment. Oh, Iglos goes in, but the Mundo pops the ult and just takes him off the map. So now we make it an even 7-7. Let's see here. What can Eversio do? Reset their mental, come back into the game state. Get a big gank in the bot lane, keep funneling Hido, keep funneling Hido. It's just like that movie Finding Nemo. You gotta keep swimming, you know? Gotta keep ganking bot lane, Varsal. That's the plan. If Hido has more kills than enemy AD carry, we win. We see that Shen ult used aggressively here. Hido could be in some trouble. He tries to find the support, but he's gonna get taunted, then rooted. And Hido falls here. Yet another kill picked up by Rich Gang UK. Now with Eclipse complete, Iglos could win this hard. The Dr. Mundo is ghosting, his ult soon to come. The Ambessa ult whiffs. And Mundo still has his ult, but Iglos falls, and there's the mid lane turret as well. What was looking like a promising match for Eversio is turning into a chaotic endeavor. Really hard to find a good way out of this one. Let's see. We see a lot of action around the bot lane. Hido's getting pinged by the Shen. And we make a play on the mid lane here. Sumi gets a lot of damage onto him. Nano's trying, but he's just not being able to find the damage. As Crane gets the healing. There's the shutdown. As Nano picks it up. We return here. Oh, what a play here. Nice little teleport as well by Iglos. And a nice exchange there as Iconic and Hido rotate up to help Nano deal the final blows. All these things will start to add up soon, guys. Hido, 30 CS up, gets the turret as well. We have a look at gold here. He is the second richest player of the map Okay, third. But very close. So let's see how we can transition this into a win. Oh no, Nano fails the ult. He tries to find damage onto Sumi. Here comes Varsa with the snowball. He lands it. And there's the Shen out to follow. Now will Eversio follow? Iglos falling dangerously low against this Mundo. He's 2 levels down. And Mundo just runs him down. Oh, look at Nano. Finds the play onto Sumi. And Eversio still have hope. We're just having a lot of trouble in the top lane at the moment. So I'm not sure how we can stop that. Now this will be another dragon contested. The third dragon. One more to solve. Oh no, you hate to see it. Sumi just had the damage for Nano. There's a big Seraphine ult. It lands on Iglos. He does go down. And there's very little we can do in this situation. Hido gets snared, forced to cleanse. It's a rough match to watch at the moment. Eversio need to work on that teamwork to find those dynamic plays together. They keep having scheduling issues and trading players. Alright, here comes Varsal with Hido and Iconic. The hook lands onto Mundo. Can we get a big shutdown here? Has it all been part of a big plan to give a big, massive shutdown to Hido? So far, it's working out as Dr. Mundo's even more unstoppable. He's running down the map. A flash taunt onto Hido. That's pretty much a dead AD carry. And Nano is the last one standing. Oh no, wait, there's Iglos on the back line. Nano's running away. Iglos is down, but Nano lives. He gets the shutdown onto the Mundo. The play started off with Mundo and ended with Mundo. However, in between, 4 Eversio members did get taken off. Wow. The damage coming out of Sumi on the Syndra so much. Pretty much 2 abilitied Iconic here. Let's see, Iglos getting chased down here. He's 3 levels down. Look at this Mundo damage. Iglos is slow to high heaven. He can't really run away from this. Oh, force to flash. Flashes into the cleaver. That's one dead top laner. Let's see here. We still have that 2 item Jinx, however, he's gonna need an LDR to deal any damage to this one though. Meanwhile in the Baron pit, Seraphine hits Varsal, so he won't be stealing this one. And Nano and Hido here go on to the Mundo, but where did Hido go? I swear he was on the minimap. He just gets insta one shot by this Dr. Mundo. Yeah, we see the Executioner's blade here picked up by Hido, but don't know if the heal cuts are the best way to go here. I think LDR just gives so much value to deal extra damage to this health buck. Still going strong here. We are currently around 9k down, but we're still gonna try our best here. Baron is successfully taken. It's a full-on push, guys. The Baron on top of everything. Do they have enough damage? Mundo's down. This could be a big reset for Eversio. That's 2 members of Gang Reach down. The Nexus plays open. Oh no, Iconic drops. It's just Hido versus the world. Triple kill for Sumi and down goes Hido. That's a clean ace as well. Absolute domination from Rich Gang UK. Oi, oi, oi. What else can I say? I mean, but you guys see the potential, right? I mean, early game, come on, we were dominating. We just had one mistake here and there. It did kind of snowball jungle a bit, but otherwise, very tough game. It just went completely out the window a few minutes after, so I'm not really sure what we need to do here for Eversio. They keep changing players, of course, by necessity, so I hope we can sort of boil down to the 5 and kind of work on our strategy, get better together, and move on to the next matches. From my end, guys, that's the one and done game we had for today. I hope you enjoyed it, despite ending the way it did. Perhaps next time, Eversio. We're still hoping for you, and we're still cheering you on. Until then, guys, good night. Opa.